How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Below Average Wrestling Podcast. My name is Mike.
And my name is Jonathan. What is going on, everybody?
Well, we are both feeling a little bit under the weather, right? A little
yes.
bit, right?
Well, now a little bit. Earlier yesterday, I was feeling like crap, but shout out to the Boo for taking care of me, and I feel much
You feel better,
but I don't know how she's feeling because I know
she just started, right?
because she kind of just started, but I think we're trying to kill it before it even starts. So
And I just kind of started. Well, it feels like I just started. At least yesterday, I started feeling congested and sore throat. So if you see us, munching on some of these cough drops and drinking a bunch of water, it's because we're trying to keep ourselves hydrated and like stop it while we can.
Yes, I've been covered myself. I'm sweating right now, but I need to stay covered. So
yeah, and it's freaking hot in here too. But whatever. Welcome to the Below Average Wrestling Podcast. My name. Are we gonna do that again?
yeah,
My name.
whatever. Yeah, what's up? Hey, so much happened this weekend though.
A lot of things
this
happened
past 3 days. We had the pay-per-view chamber, the Elimination Chamber, and RAW and SmackDown. So we had some title and the Call Ups. We had some title changes. Some new faces to, I guess, Raw and SmackDown at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, what are we gonna start? We can start off with.
Let's start with the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, how our predictions went.
Yeah, how our predictions went, and then we'll move on to what we thought about the call-ups and how everything happened. But let's first start with Elimination Chamber since that happened on Sunday. Buddy Murphy, Akira Tozawa. Did you watch that? I didn't watch Elimination Chamber too much.
I did watch Elimination Chamber, but I didn't watch that. Match actually.
All right. Well, I guess we'll skip it. I did watch the first match though. The Boston Hug Connection. They defeated. They became the Raw the women's tag team champions. They defeated everybody. Did you see how Carmella and Naomi got eliminated quickly?
Yeah, they were the first ones.
Probably because of the whole
right? situation.
The whole situation thing.
Yeah.
What did you think about this match though?
It was cool. I already knew who was gonna win, of course. I just wanted to know how, but it was a good match, I think.
Yeah.
Everybody I think did good in the whole match, but I believe that Bayley and Sasha do deserve it.
Yeah.
They have been, I want to say, one of the backbones of the women's roster, so I think they deserve to win those titles at least for now.
Yeah, this match was cool. I actually really enjoyed this match a lot, and I enjoyed the chamber. So there's a lot of people that are getting better, and I'm actually really excited for the women's tag team division. It's just sometimes I'm a little upset at how WWE is going, how they're doing this.
Yeah.
I think the way they promoted it for Elimination Chamber, I hated the way they promoted it. I don't think they put as much emphasis as I wish they would have put into it.
In
like building up the match.
The women's one?
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. And I'm excited for this division. I'm excited, Bayley and Sasha definitely, at least I think, were the right choices. And there's a lot of good teams, Mandy and Sonya.
Yes.
Nia Jax and Tamina are good teams. The Iconics, the Riot Squad. I still think there's a lot of, Carmella and Naomi, it's a decent pairing. It's awkward, but I guess it works better than Naomi and Asuka. At least to me it does.
I think so.
Because I think Carmella and Naomi have a little bit more in common than Naomi and Asuka.
In the wrestling style, I guess you can say.
In the persona.
A little bit persona, yeah. They did
do
good.
Dance Break again.
Yeah.
But it will work with them.
No, but they did good. I think they did good.
Yeah.
I think each team did good, but I think everybody is getting better. But congratulations to Bayley and Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
The Hug and Boss connection.
Yeah, I enjoyed this match. The Usos defeated The Miz and Shane McMahon. I wasn't expecting this, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah, we said that they weren't going to win. How did we?
I think we predicted that The Miz and Shane McMahon were going to win.
They were going to reign a little longer.
A little longer, yeah.
It was a good match. We seen Shane McMahon, like always, throwing himself from everywhere, hurting himself. But
I wonder if Vince hates him.
I don't know.
Why does he keep making his son do that?
I really don't know.
How old is Shane McMahon? Isn't he on his way to 50?
I think we did. I think we checked.
Didn't we check last time? We did check last time.
He's 49,
dude. He's going to be, well, I guess he's going to be 50 next year. He just turned 49.
That is crazy, but he's a very athletic dude, and I thought it was a good match.
I hate his punches, though. His punches still suck.
Oh, it's because he
There's no, you can't make it up an excuse for Shane.
There's really nothing.
No,
because he can't throw the full punch, so he has to stop it. So it doesn't look that great.
But I was surprised the Usos won them. Especially since who was it? Who's the one that just got arrested? He tried to square up with the cops, didn't he? Was it Jimmy or was it Jay?
Oh, for real?
Yeah, you didn't hear that?
No, I didn't hear about that.
What? Okay, let me see if I can find it real quick. Joshua? Is that Joshua Fatu? So who's Joshua then? Who is it? Is that Jimmy or is that Jay?
I don't know.
That's Jay. Okay, Jey Uso. So yeah, I guess he got pulled over and he tried to square up with the cops or something like that.
Was he drunk?
He was drunk. He was drunk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That happened around, I don't know if that happened, well, at least the news broke Valentine's Day.
Oh, so it's not too long ago.
No, not too long ago. It broke Valentine's Day. I don't know when it actually happened. I heard that it might have been last Sunday. So what is it, like 4 days before the 3-4 days after?
It was on Thursday. Last Thursday.
Right, but the news, but that's when the news broke. But apparently the situation happened last Sunday. So over a week ago.
Oh, okay, so it was like a weekend.
But it broke and TMZ caught on to it on that Thursday, on that Valentine's Day.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, dude, it was there. He got arrested, and there was a gazillion Uso penitentiary jokes, a gazillion of them on freaking on Twitter.
That is funny.
So I was not expecting them to give the titles to the Usos just because of that too, what happened. But the Usos are also free agents in April, so
we'll see.
I guess WWE has their hands tied. They can punish them, and not give them the titles, and actually punish them for something that they did wrong, or he did wrong, or they could just be like, "Here's the titles. Don't go to AEW." I don't know. Anyways, the next match, Finn Balor defeated Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush. What did we predict on this one?
We said that Finn was probably gonna lose
because of the handicap, right?
Of the handicap, but he pinned
Lio.
He didn't pin Lashley,
which was the right move, I think. I think the way they kind of did the whole story with the match was Finn try to get rid of Bobby as much as you can and deal with Lio just because he's the beatable one.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it played out. Very short match too, 9 minutes. But I'm happy that Finn got the title because I freaking love Finn Balor.
It sucks that the way it happened last pay-per-view, he was going for the the Universal, lost. At least they gave him something. I know it's not the Universal title, which I think he should. I think he deserves, but. At least he has something. We'll see what he does with it. It looks like he's going to be, kind of like a Seth Rollins challenging people and stuff like that. I think he's
the open challenge.
Yeah, a fighting champion, I guess you can say. So, I don't know. Congratulations to Finn Balor. I think, well-deserved in a way. So, I wish they should have given him a chance on the Universal, but they have...
hopefully, eventually. Speaking of short matches, Ronda Rousey defeated Ruby Riott in, 90 seconds.
I think it was like a 2-minute match.
A minute and 40 seconds.
Wow.
A minute and 40 seconds. A 100-second match.
That is crazy, bro.
Yeah. That sucks, dude, because Ruby Riott, as she showed on Monday, she could make a hell of a match.
But I wonder why they did that.
They weren't even short on time, dude. You saw when the main event ended? The main event ended at 7:15.
Yeah, but I don't know if that was because supposedly Charlotte was outside looking, so she was trying to show off, and that's why she beat her so fast.
Could have been. I don't know.
But
it was stupid.
It sucks because Monday showed something different.
Yeah, they could have given her the time. I mean, what did they give her on Monday? Maybe 10 minutes at the most?
Why couldn't they do that on Sunday?
They could have done that, yeah. They could have done that. Anyways, no surprise. Ronda Rousey wins. But the end of the match, we got the stare down between Ronda and Charlotte. Then we get Becky, who comes down with the crutches because she got beat up during the weekend by Charlotte. She comes and she just starts smashing them all with the crutches, opening them up, bruising them up.
She hit Ronda in the head and opened that up. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I like the segment. It just makes Becky Lynch look like a badass, and I think she's a badass. So I think everything's. It looks like everything is coming in perfectly. I guess
lining up.
Can say it's lining up right.
The stars are lining.
I think soon enough they're gonna put in Becky into the match again.
Yeah. Now we were talking about this and saying, well, how different is this with Becky going all crazy with the crutches to what Nia did to Becky, like a little careless. Being a little careless. I guess the difference is that this one was a little bit more planned.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, isn't that what they were saying? Like it was planned them to get their ass whooped with the crutches.
Yeah, because I think that what happened with Becky and Nia last time, it was just a lot of girls in one ring.
Yeah.
So like to be able to control that is kind of hard. And I'm not saying like with this what happened with Ronda and Charlotte, I think, like I told you earlier, I think there was just, they told them, I was like, you guys didn't get your ass beat.
That's what I think. That's what I think happened too. I think Vince was like, just beat their ass.
Yeah, because there's no way of calculating all the hits. It's just you got to swing for the fences. That's really what happened. She was just swinging. So I think Charlotte and Ronda just had to cover themselves as much as they could.
I'm gonna say, luckily none of them got concussion, especially Ronda.
When I saw that hit in the head, yeah.
So luckily nobody came out with a concussion. That's great. I think we were talking the way they were swinging. It was when she was swinging, and they were just moving. It was just a lot of movement.
There was a lot of
where I can see where Becky kind of messed up and she hit her in the head, but there's also a lot of movement. Yeah, so it was.
And I think out of anybody, I think Ronda is the best person to take that hit on the head.
Oh, I mean, I don't think Ronda was gonna get hit in the head.
No. I'm just saying, like, because of what I guess her background of like getting hit. I know what you mean. You know what I mean? So I know, and nobody, I wouldn't want to get hit on the head by a crutch. Yeah, but yeah, I like that segment. I thought it was cool. It's just hyping, the match even.
You know what I wish they would have done though? Actually taking her out in handcuffs instead of Becky just putting her hands behind her back and just walking out. I think it would have been dope if they would have just taken her out.
I know. I thought they did, but she literally just put her hands behind her back.
She put her hands behind her back and she smiled. That was cool though.
Yeah, she was smiling
everything else I dug. She was smiling. She was just kind of like making her way out. I just wish they would have added handcuffs.
That's funny.
That would have made it a better moment to me. But again, at the same time, adding handcuffs would be like, hey, she wants more, but I feel like maybe she didn't really need to be in handcuffs. It was like, I did my job. Let's go. You guys can take me out. I already beat the shit out of them. You know what I mean? Like it's
she left them both laying on the ground.
She left them both laying on the ground. So I guess I can see why they didn't need to restrain her, and I guess why there wasn't a need for handcuffs in this situation. But I just think it would have looked more like badass.
I thought the segment was cool. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that smirk in her face walking out was the best. So, yeah, I like the way they're hyping up the match. So we'll see when they make that decision to get her back in.
Yeah, it's gonna be soon for sure. Baron Corbin defeated Braun Strowman. Yawn. I don't think nobody cares about this anymore.
Dude, how long has it been going?
Too long. Now I gotta admit, I didn't expect this, but once I saw Lashley and McIntyre come out, I was like, okay, I think Corbin is going to win. Yeah. So, but I don't care. Yeah.
It's like this new trio they've built, and then they'll just turn their backs on each other in a few weeks.
And the trio doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't. It does. I just feel like they have nothing to do with Braun Strowman right now. And
don't get me started with this Braun Strowman.
Yeah, there's like nothing for him to do
because they effed it up, dude. Mm-hmm. That's why there's nothing for them to do, because they messed up Strowman, dude. Summer Strowman was hot, dude. Yeah, he was getting reactions. Then sometime in after SummerSlam, they turned him heel. Stupid mistake, because the dude was red hot. He was getting chants. He was getting. It was crazy for him.
Yeah, you can tell they changed their mind, because he became a face like literally not too long after he had turned heel.
Yeah, they effed it up. That's it, plain and simple. Whether they admit it or not, they messed up Braun Strowman, and now nobody cares about Braun Strowman because they messed it up. No. The end. Hopefully, eventually they do build him up. But at this point, yeah, dude, I don't care.
Yeah, that match was there.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan defeated AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, Kofi Kingston, Randy Orton, and Samoa Joe. What did you think about the Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Championship?
I thought it was awesome. I actually am. I'm glad and I'm happy that they were able to give Kofi and AJ. They gave, I think it was like another 10 minutes after everybody got eliminated, or like a few more minutes.
Bryan.
Yeah, Bryan. My bad. Yeah, Kofi and Bryan. They had that match. It was awesome. I thought the whole match itself was good.
They started the match, right, and they ended the match.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool too, that they both started the match, and then Bryan gave a little speech before the match saying it was, conspiracy, blah, blah. I'll get to, all the odds are being stacked against me, blah, blah. Yeah, dude. You want to be honest with you? Okay, so I guess we'll talk about the whole Kofi thing. and stuff. I'm gonna be honest. They should have pulled the trigger. Yeah, they should have pulled the trigger. They should have given him the championship.
And then he would have lost it in fast.
And then just lose it quick. Yeah, because their plans were not for Kofi to go into WrestleMania as champion, and I understand that. But since you have 2 months before WrestleMania, you could have made a little speed bump in there, giving Kofi his moment, which people were begging for Kofi to win that belt. Dude, my wife and I were at the edge of our seats.
Oh yeah,
I was like, are they gonna do it? Please let them do it because. And I love Daniel Bryan, and I love this new Daniel Bryan character. But it was just one of those things where it's like it was Kofi's time, Kofi's moment, and I wonder if they dropped the ball. You know what I mean?
Probably. I really thought that he was gonna. For some reason, I'm like, dude, he might take it.
That's what I was hoping that. Yeah.
But I don't know.
I think I went onto Twitter and it reminded me of a situation. It reminded me of Christian, where Christian came back to WWE after he was at TNA, whatever. And then he goes and he has his moment where he goes against Alberto Del Rio, and wins the World Heavyweight Championship with Edge there in his corner or whatever like that. They gave him his moment. Yet 2 days later on on SmackDown, he loses the belt to Randy Orton. You know what I mean? Like it's like that. I think they could have done that with Kofi.
It's really more of he accomplished the belt.
Yeah, he got the belt. He got his moment.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? Maybe this was not in WWE's plans. Maybe let's go back to WWE. Let's go back to our plans. Because Bryan as WWE champion going into WrestleMania is part of their plan. And I guess the word going around is that it might be Kevin Owens who takes on him at WrestleMania. They want a bigger name than Kofi Kingston, I guess.
Yeah.
You can say.
Because right now Kofi Kingston is more of a hype because, he was put in. And I guess at the end of the day, he was not planned.
He was not planned, but I think what it did was, with especially what happened last week in his showcase on SmackDown, I think it reminded us how good Kofi is.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people forgot, which is why everyone was like, whoa, wait a second. Holy crap, we forgot how good this guy is.
Yeah.
And no, give him the belt. Holy crap, he's been here 11 years. And I think that's probably what happened where, he wasn't in everybody's plan. He wasn't there in anyone's radar, anything like that. I just think people they got used to just having Kofi around and just have him putting on solid matches that they forgot that he can actually go for an hour and then here it's, at Elimination Chamber, go for 36 minutes and freaking kill it.
Yeah, he's I think Kofi's very good. He's had he's not, I think people just see him because he's part of the New Day, but don't know that, he has history before that. He was on his own, and he was successful on his own, and he's always been a great wrestler. Yeah. And I guess it just showcased that, he's still a great wrestler and he can still go with the big guys and he can do everything everybody else. And he's very athletic.
He is.
He's very athletic. I love his free falls.
And I think that's what we forget, that it's true. Like, he's in a comedy trio.
Yeah.
Whatever, with the New Day. But I mean, even when it's tag team matches, we already know that the New Day is going to put up a great match.
Oh, yeah.
They're all talented. And I think we forget that because it kind of hides behind the whole pancakes and the whole bootios and, all that shenanigans that they do. So we just kind of forget that. But, I feel like they should have given him the belt and maybe make him drop it at Fastlane or make him drop it, on SmackDown yesterday.
Has he ever gotten the belt? No, right?
No, he hasn't.
He's got in the
Intercontinental US tag team, but that's probably the only one missing, and that's probably the one that he needs to get it, dude. Like he needs to get it, but again, I was a little bit like maybe they should have just done it. They should have done it. At least that was my opinion. But anyways, what you think about Elimination Chamber?
Overall, it was cool. I think I liked of course the last match because it was so nerve-wracking about thinking if he was gonna get the belt. Other than that, I think it was cool. It was decent. I think it wasn't like great. I would say the last match was very good. Yeah. But I think that last match was better than all the other matches that was before.
Yeah, I also enjoyed Elimination Chamber. I thought it was a fun pay-per-view. I thought it was good. I thought it was actually really good. I liked the women's tag team match. What else? Everything else in the middle was not that great. Yeah, if you want to be honest with you, I like the Becky.
There wasn't that many matches.
No, there wasn't. And then the main event, obviously, I really enjoyed the main event because it had me at my edge of my seat. I thought they were gonna give it to Kofi for a second, and I was like, yes, please give it to Kofi. My wife and I were like, oh, every near fall we were like, oh my god, they're gonna happen, and he hits Trouble in Paradise, and oh my god, he's gonna do it. No, he did not, and I really enjoyed that match. It definitely pulled on the emotional strings.
Yeah, of course, of course, and we will see. Well, I guess we gotta go into the other ones for the results of those, but I think overall it was a pretty solid pay-per-view. Yeah,
so let's move on to, I guess, our main topic, I guess, of the day, the NXT Call Ups. So we got 4 names that got called up into the main roster. That is, where do I have them? Because I completely forgot where I have them. Oh yeah, that's right. Johnny Gargano, Ricochet, Tommaso Ciampa, and Aleister Black. So all 4 of those guys who are probably the top guys in NXT, or some of the top guys in NXT, they all got called up. Obviously, there's still some other top guys that are missing, like Velveteen Dream and Adam Cole. But you can't remove everybody from NXT.
But they all had their belts still, right? Well, the 2, they were still champions.
Well, spoiler alert, today Gargano loses the North American Championship. It's probably going on right now, if I'm not mistaken. NXT's probably going on right now. So yeah, Gargano loses the belt today, because that's pre-taped.
Yeah.
And then Ciampa, I don't know what's gonna happen with Ciampa. I don't know how long he's gonna keep the belt, or what's gonna happen there. I'm assuming that for the meantime, they're going to be jumping around, NXT, SmackDown, and Raw, and just until maybe after WrestleMania when they have a more solid plan as to what to do. But okay, I'm divided between this because I felt like this was too soon. We're right in the middle of WrestleMania season, and they're bringing in these guys, and they brought them into a cold crowd too. The crowd sucked.
Oh yeah.
There was no reactions and everything. I wonder. I think it would have been better if they would have saved them for after WrestleMania, the Monday.
Yeah, but I think that the crowd sucked because I don't think a lot of people that watch SmackDown and Raw watch NXT.
But even before that, I just think they sucked all day.
Yeah, the Elimination Chamber wasn't that great. The crowd wasn't that great.
Actually, the crowd, it's true. The crowd in Houston was not that great for the Elimination Chamber, but they got really good at the main event one.
Yeah.
But then for Raw, when they were at Lafayette, I don't know how you say it. Whatever, Louisiana.
That's why.
I've never been there, so I don't know how you say it. So when they were there, that crowd was cold. I mean, even when Triple H came out at the beginning and he was doing his whole little speech, DX going to the Hall of Fame, blah, blah, blah. And actually, that's good, man. Actually, before we kind of keep going with NXT, DX in the Hall of Fame, I think that's cool. I think it's cool China's going in.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome. That I was telling my girl, I was like, these are the guys I grew up watching.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So congratulations to all of them, and I'm glad that they're putting in China in there.
Yeah, I am as well. So yeah, going back, I still think the crowd was really cold throughout the whole day, and I do agree that the NXT call-ups didn't help the crowd, because I'm sure if John Cena would have come up, they would have popped.
Oh yeah,
or at least a little bit louder, because they were so lame. Like they weren't even loud at all. But I guess you're right, but I guess that's also WWE's mistake as to not knowing their crowd, and they were in a small town debuting 4 unknown guys to the mainstream audience.
Yeah.
So it was their bad, but apparently it was a Vince McMahon panic move. Yeah, I guess I don't know, man. Look, take whatever you want to take. All I'm doing is reading the dirt sheets. I am not reporting this because I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I don't know. I don't have any scoops. I don't have any people back in the back. I don't know what's going on.
How do you feel about them taking out a few top guys? Like I know they had to make an impression, but they had to. But they didn't just do it on Raw.
No, they had to do that. They had to. They had to make an impression. So I guess the thing was, the thing that's been going around is that even Raw last week was just a couple days ago was just a complete mess. That apparently Vince McMahon doesn't know what to do with the recent call-ups and stuff like that, and like I don't know. It's a mess. Vince McMahon was like panic mode because of, I don't know, things are going around because of ratings, AEW, everything. He wants more superstars, so he asks who are the superstars in NXT. Here are the 4 names. Bring them up. It was
so
more.
He's like scared, like because of the.
Like I said, this is in the dirt sheets.
Yeah,
the dirt sheets are making it seem like Vince McMahon is maybe in a panic mode, hitting the panic button. I don't know. It definitely felt out of left field. It felt like it was not
weird. It was like
it was super weird. I was like, I went in Twitter before I got out of work. I was on Twitter and there was news going around. Hey, these 4 guys are backstage at Raw. I was like, oh, they're probably just gonna wrestle a dark match or something, or maybe one of them will debut, but I highly doubt it. I was thinking dark match.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then no, they debuted, and I was like, "Holy crap! They're really debuting all 4 of these."
Like
dudes.
I feel like, the way it looked like they made the decision either at the end of the pay-per-view on Sunday or early Monday morning.
It felt like that, right?
That's how it felt like.
Yeah, apparently it was during the weekend. So it could have been Saturday or Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I would say. But yeah, it felt like that. It felt rushed. It felt like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, but. Like I said, I freaking love those guys. I think all 4 of those guys are talented as hell.
They were awesome.
I think the one that's gonna get the better reaction from the WWE universe is gonna definitely be Ricochet because of the fanciness that he kind of brings.
Dude, Ricochet is awesome, bro.
But I'm a big fan of Johnny Gargano, Aleister Black, Tommaso Ciampa. I think they're all great. I think they're all fantastic, and I hope that I hope they're careful with them. That's the thing, man. Like, I guess that's where I was not sure.
Well, bro, it's like how I look at it is they don't even know what to do with the talent they have now.
Right. What happened with EC3?
Where are they going to bring these people
McIntyre.
Out here? Yeah, they got McIntyre, you got EC3. Like, even, what's it called? What's his name? Elias is still there, and they're just throwing them everywhere. And, these are recent people that have came out, in less than a year that they've been out here. And they just don't know what to do with them. So what are you going to do with another 4 guys?
Yeah. And I think it's the problem. They don't even know what they're doing with the guys they called up in January. The NXT guys they called up in January. Lacey Evans and like we said, EC3, Heavy Machinery. Yeah. Lars Sullivan is yet to, poke his head out.
I know what they haven't even. They announced him so many times and then he never came out.
No. Apparently he's like a douche backstage. I don't know. Or he's like, I don't know. He's like a douche on Twitter or something. I don't know. Don't hold me against that. But apparently, I don't know. He's made a lot of questionable tweets throughout his lifetime.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I guess that's what it was. So maybe WWE is kind of souring on him. He made a tweet before he even got hired by WWE. I think he made a tweet about Stephanie McMahon, about her looks. I think like calling her like really like hot or something like that. But again, it's unprofessional. I mean, But whatever.
But yeah, like I'm saying, like I don't know what they're gonna do with all these guys because you got to be very careful because you can ruin their careers. You can just push them down and then they're surprised why people want to leave the company.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like you're not doing anything with them. There's just so many stories you can do on a segment, or in a Raw or whatnot, or I don't know. When I saw these guys were out of nowhere, and I'm like, dude, what are they gonna do with them? Yeah, they're very talented and everything, but I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like I really don't know what's gonna happen with these guys, and I hope that they don't.
They better not mess it up.
Yeah, they hopefully they don't mess them over, and I don't know. They're very talented dudes, and I just hope that they don't. I don't know. It's just
it's iffy, right?
Yeah, it's iffy. It's weird because from the lately WWE's made some just weird decisions or weird things, and they really lead to nowhere.
Yeah,
that's what I see it. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, again, things are coming out here. I mean, it's so many contradicting reports from the dirt sheet, which is why I don't really believe a lot of these things until they actually come out. It's just a lot of contradicting stuff. Another thing is that Vince McMahon reportedly wants to prove Triple H wrong with the NXT talent. So he's gonna, that's one of the articles here, and I feel like that's contradicting to everything that's going on or everything that they're saying. Yeah, Vince McMahon reportedly wants to prove Triple H wrong with top NXT stars. Who's reporting this? Brad Shepard. I don't know who Brad Shepard is or what he knows. But this is what he says. I was told that there is a weird dynamic at play where Triple H hypes the guys and Vince tries to prove him wrong. In this case, Vince wanted to put the NXT Call Ups in a hole and test them to see if they can climb out of it. So this is the metaphorical Vince throwing them in the deep end of the swimming pool and seeing if they'll either drown or come up for air. That's what he's reporting. You know what I mean? So it's like a power struggle. Vince, Triple H loves his NXT guys. He loves the guys that because it's his baby. And Vince is, apparently, according to this article, Vince is like, well, F this. They're not my guys, so I'm going to prove you wrong.
Like, F what you think.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. But again, that's another article, contradicting article.
Yeah, because we're not going to know anything until it actually happens, or if whatever, So, but it's been weird lately.
But you know what? It's a contradicting article because with other reports saying that Vince is looking for more stars, which is why he hit the panic button and said, "Hey, bring me the top stars of NXT because I need top stars now." So, why would he want them to sink when one article saying no, he wants the stars because he needs more star power. The other article saying nah, he just wants them up so then he can just freaking bury them. It's contradicting reporting.
Yeah, but like, why do you want more when you have so much talent?
Exactly. Why
in your roster already?
Yeah.
Like, there's so much you can do with McIntyre. There's so much you can do even with the new call ups, EC3, the tag teams that those two dudes that just came up. You got Elias. You got so many dudes there that have so much talent. And why do you want to call up some other people when you don't know what to do with the ones you have now?
Yeah.
So, like, you call these people up, you're just going to bury the people you already have now because you're not going to pay attention to them. You're going to try to star the other people that you just brought up. So, I don't know, man. I feel like it's a mess.
It does. It feels very messy. It feels very unorganized the way that they just kind of went forth and just called them up. Like I said, I'm a fan of all four of those dudes, so it's going to really upset me if it just doesn't go how at least I would like for it to go, which is making those four guys top guys. Yeah. Because I think all four of those guys are top guys. Anyways, let's move on to our Raw results and what happened in Monday Night Raw. Kind of give our opinion. Kind of starting with Raw. Triple H, announces DX is going to the Hall of Fame. We talked about that. He announces that the NXT stars are going to be debuting today. Very weird announcement. I again, I don't want to go too much into this already because we kind of dived into it a little bit. But I wish that they would have surprised us instead of
like the way he announced them. Was just like that's why I think that's why the crowd didn't really. Because he just put their pictures up on the Tron and he's coming.
Again,
he's coming
I think wrong time to debut them. They should have done it after WrestleMania as a surprise. Would have gotten a huge pop. Yeah. Whatever. Anyways, our first match of the night. So I was like, okay, cool. They're bringing in this talent. All right, cool. Let's move on. But then we get our first match of the night where we get the tables match between Braun Strowman and Baron Corbin. I was like, oh, more of the same. Yeah. Granted, this match was a little bit better.
It was better. But
I am hoping that this is the end of this storyline.
Because he beat him.
That's it. Yeah. Almost like what they did a couple of weeks ago with Ambrose and Rollins kind of having a Raw match and, Rollins winning, saying, like, that's it, the end, move on. I'm hoping this is closing the casket on this match as well. So, close the casket, bury it 100 feet on the ground to the core, burn it, shred it, never talk about it again.
Throw it in the deepest ends of the sea.
Exactly. So Paul Heyman appears and shows a video of Paul Heyman putting over Brock Lesnar. It's very, very weird. Very weird. Finn Balor cuts a promo about how he wanted to be a good Intercontinental Champion. Then Lio Rush and Bobby Lashley interrupts and attacks him, but Ricochet made the save, leading directly into a tag team match. So Finn Balor and Ricochet defeated Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush when Ricochet pinned Rush with a 630 senton. What did you think about this?
It was cool. I thought it was cool. I think that he was able. Ricochet was able to show his talent, and I love that. What is that called? The
630.
630. I've seen him wrestle before, but because he does how many flips? I don't know.
Damn. He's almost 2 complete flips.
Yeah, he's really, really good. I thought that match was cool. I think him and Lio Rush, had a little cool
back and forth.
A back and forth type of thing, because Lio Rush is also very athletic.
Yeah, he is.
I think so. They kind of matched pretty well. I think it was a pretty cool way to bring him out with Finn Balor, teaming up with the Intercontinental Champion. I thought it was cool. It was a decent match.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed this match. Apparently, the rumor was that it was for Ricochet. Their idea was it was going to be Ricochet versus Finn Balor, but I'm glad that they didn't do that, because you don't want to have Finn Balor lose right after winning the Intercontinental Championship, and you don't want to have Ricochet lose right after debuting. So they decided to go with the tag match instead, which I think was the correct. I think
that was better than that you're right. Being able to lose right after you win, and then this guy's doing his debut and losing to the. It's just, I think teaming them up was pretty good.
Yeah, it was the right move. But anyways, I enjoyed the match. I'm telling you, man, Ricochet is going to he's going to, how can I say this? I think out of all those 4 guys that got called up, Ricochet is the more appealing to the WWE universe.
Yes, he's very people love him. Like, people like it. Like, he's very, oh my god, who's that character? I mean, that word I'm looking for. I know appealing, but like he gets along more with the crowd. He's a very happy, I don't know, I feel like he interacts with the crowd better than all the other 2 dudes. I mean, I think
his style of wrestling, his look, I just think it's very much a superhero.
Yeah.
Which I think he'll have a better interaction with the fans, where you got Gargano and you got Ciampa.
He got the bigger pop.
He got the bigger pop.
All of them.
You got Gargano and Ciampa, who could be good heels. Ciampa, probably the best heel in the company. Gargano could go back and forth with heel and babyface. And then Aleister Black, I think Aleister Black is a sleeper. I think Aleister Black, if they build him correctly, he could be a really top dude.
He's good, bro.
Yeah.
He's long. That's something I was telling. Because I guess he has background in kickboxing.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
And I was like, he has a kickboxer body.
Yeah,
because his legs are long and his arms are long.
Yeah.
He's good, man. I seen him wrestle before, but this is the first time I seen him actually watch the 2 matches. He's very. I like them all. I really
like them all as well.
But Ricochet just has this charisma.
His presence,
and then the way he wrestles is. You can tell he has a gymnastics background of some type.
Yeah.
The way he wrestles, the way he reminds me of Tigger from Winnie the Pooh, bro.
Wow.
Because this dude's
Holy
just
smokes.
bouncing everywhere, bro, throwing himself everywhere. You know what I mean? So he has a future. He has a pretty bright future.
As long as WWE doesn't F this up, he's got probably the brightest future out of all of them. I think just because like we were saying, the charisma, and he's got the more of appealing look to the WWE universe. At least what they look for in a character, the superhero kind of look.
Yeah.
As long as they don't F this up, I think he's gonna be probably a future superstar.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's a future superstar. I think all of them are.
I think so too, but I'm just saying. Lucha House Party defeated Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins, so the Hawkins losing streak continues.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Anyways, Heavy Machinery got interviewed on the stage. Lacey Evans interrupts, walks down the ramp, then walks back up, and then Heavy Machinery then walked down the ramp and back up. Evans looked impressed. I have no idea what's going on.
Weird, bro.
Yeah.
It was a little funny. It was just weird.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. They're just doing some weird stuff. I guess they're trying to bring some type of humor. But I thought it was weird.
Apparently I read something that that Lacey Evans is WWE likes her a lot. At least, or maybe Vince. I'm gonna say Vince.
Probably Vince.
She's tall, she's blonde, it's probably Vince. So apparently, they like her a lot, and when Ronda leaves, they might position her in that slot of the top 3 women with Charlotte, Becky, and Lacey.
Oh, for real?
That's what I'm hearing.
We haven't even seen her other than what she do that Royal Rumble match.
That's the last time she was impressive in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, she was there for a while.
Yeah, I was impressed with her in the Royal Rumble, but I agree with you. I think that spot belongs to Asuka. If you want to be honest,
at least.
Yeah, I think Asuka deserves that spot just because I don't know. I think she's the top female superstar or one of the top female superstars.
Did I move the camera?
Yeah,
she's Asuka's amazing talent, and I think she's put in her time.
Yeah,
and she would deserve to be up there, but I don't know. I haven't really seen this Lacey Evans because I don't really watch NXT so much.
Yeah.
Her character is a little, a diva type. Very don't talk to me. I look, nasty. Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening with her. But I'm not surprised if Vince has her like that because Vince likes himself.
It's his fetish.
Yeah. Blondes.
Tall. Do you know what though? She's like a. This is going to be the problem with Lacey Evans, which I think I don't know if they already can tell, but she's very Charlotte-esque, as in look. Blonde, tall, and strong. And I think that might hurt her because I remember when I was watching her in the Royal Rumble, I was like, wow, this chick reminds me of Charlotte. And I think that might be a problem where, so I don't know. I don't know. They're going to have to change up her character, I think, because the whole I'm above you, I'm an elitist, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
Just doesn't really work for me because that's also kind of a Charlotte character where it's like she's a flair.
You're right. And especially when she's a heel.
Especially, yeah, exactly.
Right now.
Like now.
Like right now. But I don't know. That segment was a little weird.
Yeah. It was freaking weird. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa defeat the Revival in a really good match.
Yes, really good match. I guess they had a history from NXT, right?
Yes, they did.
So
DIY.
It sucks in a way because they just got the belts.
Yeah, and that's where you lead to the whole, like somebody's gonna have to lose.
I don't know how I felt kind of weird about that. Because I'm like, dude, these dudes have been working their asses off. They got the titles. Everything's cool. Now, technically, these new guys come in and beat literally one of the best tag teams that there is.
The best tag team that there is, at least my opinion.
Yeah, and they just got. I don't know.
Yeah,
they could have picked somebody. I feel like they could have picked another team to wrestle these two guys.
Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, I think would have been better.
Yeah, like I don't know why they picked the champions. Like I get that these dudes are good, and then they have to prove themselves. But there is other worthy tag teams. Now,
don't get me wrong. I'm glad that we got to see the match because I wanted to see the match.
It was a good match.
Oh jeez, we did it at the same time. Did we both sneeze at the same time?
I coughed.
Okay, I sneezed, you coughed. That's hilarious, actually. But no, I'm glad that we got to see the match because I've been wanting to watch this match in the main roster for a while. I just think my problem was that the Revival just won last week, or a week, right? A week or 2 weeks ago?
I think it was a week ago.
And so then you have them just losing now. I just think that you could have probably built to this rivalry instead of having them lose.
So. I think that like I said, I think they should have picked a different tag team. I know that they have history and everything, and maybe they would have built it to something else, and But you know what? It is what it is. I have a feeling that this is not the end of this thing.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they probably, because they beat them, they might end up going for the titles in some type of way. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you know what? Overall, it was a good match, though.
Yeah, I think so too. Bayley and Sasha Banks. Okay, this was a freaking awkward segment.
This segment was so choppy and bad, cringy. And I was watching it and I'm like, are they gonna talk? Because Bayley was like I feel like she didn't know what to say, or I sometimes feel that they kind of react to the crowd. And they have to go with it. I sometimes feel like they can say certain things. If the crowd's hyped, they can say this, or if the crowd's they can say, but like the crowd was not giving them crap. Like the crowd was just okay. So
it was crickets.
Yeah. So I feel like that kind of messed them up. I feel like that messed them up. I think so, because Bayley was like, well, I'm lost of words. Like, it was just so awkward.
It was super awkward, dude. It was a really bad segment. I hated the segment from beginning to end.
I think that the WWE missed an opportunity of celebrating them. Mm-hmm. You know how they give everybody, it's time, I won the belt, so tomorrow it's my celebration day. Kind of like the Miz does it, or I don't know who else used to do that when they won.
You could have had Stephanie McMahon there, like with the podium, the creator of women, Stephanie McMahon. Hand them the belt, say congratulations, you guys deserved it.
Something like that.
Balloons, confetti come down.
Yeah,
and then you got Tamina and Nia interrupting that whole celebration.
Like, we've never had women's belts. We've never seen this. This was like a big history moment. Yeah. And you just put these two girls out in the middle of arena with the crowd is crap. Yeah. And they fuck up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I wish they would have done something better. I feel like they deserved a better recognition about them winning the belts. But I think they missed an opportunity, and that sucks.
Yeah. Anyways, Drew McIntyre defeated Dean Ambrose in like a minute. It was bury.
This is kind of how I know that Dean Ambrose, he's not renewing his contract, because they're just
burying
the crap out of him. Mm-hmm. But I love the way he's doing it.
Yeah,
and he just slapped him in the face. He just slapped him like.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That segment before, right? That backstage segment.
McIntyre went up to Triple H saying, I
want to be in the main event or something.
Yeah,
like that, right?
I want Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
And blah blah blah, that he wants to be the main event of WrestleMania and all this stuff. Let me prove it to you. And then you just have Dean Ambrose. He's like, you want a match? Blah blah blah. And just bitch slaps him.
Yeah.
And he just bitch slaps him. And then Triple H is like, do you still want Dean Ambrose? I mean, do you still want Seth Rollins? He's like,
give me Dean.
Give me Dean. It sucks that it was such a literally a minute and a half, 2 minutes,
maybe at the most. It was a burial of Dean Ambrose. But again, he's leaving. It's not a surprise. He doesn't care anymore. He knows his business.
Yeah.
He knows that was going to happen. As soon as this became official and this word came out that he was leaving, he knew this was going to happen. So there's no, I don't think he cares.
No, I don't think so. And I think it looks like he's having fun.
Yeah.
It looks like he's having fun getting buried. He don't care.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Just collect the paycheck, and come April, you don't have to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Whatever. Backstage though, funny weird segment too. Backstage, Dean Ambrose asked Seth Rollins why he wasn't out there to help him out. Rollins asked Ambrose if he's lost his mind, and then the twist is that we've all lost our mind. I don't know what it was, but he was like,
just literally that's all he says. Yeah. And he kind of smiles and just walks away. I think that is just to leave it in people's head that they're leaving cool. Like, he's leaving, so the whole situation's cool. Like, I don't know. I guess there's, in a way, squashing it. In a way, I don't know. Yeah. I wonder if they are gonna squash it before he leaves.
I think they have to.
I think they're gonna do a segment when they squash it.
Yeah,
they probably are. I think they have to, because I think that's what it's leading to. This little segment was a little weird, but I know there's a purpose for it. So we'll see what ends up happening before he leaves.
I think they do have to squash it, just because. While Dean is leaving, I don't think this will be the last we'll see of Dean in WWE.
He's probably going to come back.
I think he'll come back. I just think he wants to be creative somewhere else and do his own thing somewhere else. But I think that because the Shield is such a big name, we don't know how long Roman is going to be out. I mean, it hasn't even been, 4 months? Yeah. 4 or 5 months since he had to leave. He's probably, I don't know what's going on in his personal life right now. I don't know if he's already going through chemo or if he's starting or whatever it is. But it's going to take time to rebuild him, because, I mean, chemo takes a lot from you, So I don't see Reigns coming back in another 2 years. I'll be honest with you.
Probably.
At the minimum 2 years. So what do you got there? Ambrose leaves this year. Maybe Ambrose goes 2-3 years to a different company, comes back 2-3 years to WWE. You reform the Shield.
We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. But I think those segment was funny.
It was funny.
It was a funny segment. But R.I.P.
R.I.P. Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose, at least in the WWE.
Yeah, for real. Aleister Black defeats Elias after he hit the Black Mass. Let me just go on and say that Aleister Black has the best theme song in WWE. I freaking love that.
I don't remember it. I like his entrance.
His entrance is dope.
His entrance is lit. I think it's probably one of the best entrances that there is. It reminds me kind of like of the Undertaker back in the day when he used to do his own little things like that. But I think his character is he looks very intimidating, super intimidating, and I think his entrance. I heard him on the
Jericho podcast. The guy sounds like a sweetheart.
For real?
Yeah, dude.
Is he from here?
He's what the hell is he? Is he Dutch? I don't know what he is. Let me check. Where is he from? Yeah, he's Dutch. He's from the Netherlands. Yeah. There you go. Cough it out. Yeah, he's Dutch. So, yeah, sorry, guys. We're sick, so just put up with it. We're taking breaks here. Yeah, no. So, yeah, he's Dutch, so he does have an accent. But, no, dude, I heard him on the Jericho podcast. I was like, the dude is, like, super nice, dude. Like, he's, like, sounds like a freaking sweetheart. I was like, oh, my God.
I'm going to have to look.
Big fan.
He looks like, don't talk to me.
No, he does look like that. But... listen to the Jericho podcast. Listen to him. Since tomorrow you're probably not gonna work. Listen to him. You know, since it's probably gonna snow here in Vegas tomorrow.
For real.
You know.
Dios mío.
But yeah, dude, it's I thought, I was like, oh man, I just became a bigger fan of Aleister Black when I heard the podcast. I was like, he just sounds like such a cool dude. But what is it? Oh yeah, where are we at? Okay, yeah. But anyways, match was fine. Obviously showcased Aleister Black, and that's kind of what they wanted to do. Then we get the main event, which saw the Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey defeat Ruby Riott, which we kind of got the match where we should have gotten.
Yeah, that match was way better.
This one was way better.
It showcased Ruby Riott's skills and how she can keep up with Ronda Rousey.
She carried her.
Yeah, she actually did. It was actually a very good match. You know, I think props to Ruby Riott. She's a very good talent, and I think she's a future champion.
I think so too, actually. I think Ruby Riott is a future champ as well. I like her a lot. I like the Riott Squad a lot, dude. Every single week I feel like the Riott Squad just goes up on my list of people that I start liking more and more and more. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about them. I just feel like they're all improving and they all have a very good dynamic together. Like they all love each other. Like I feel like you can tell that they're a group in and out of the ring.
Yeah. You can tell that. You can tell that.
And I feel like that's very hard to find these days. It's almost like New Day. You can tell they're like BFFs in and out of the ring. The Shield, you could tell they're like BFFs in and out of the ring. And I feel like with them, you could tell they're BFFs in and out of the ring too.
Yeah, I think that's a way to build a good relationship.
Yeah.
To show the people if you become friends outside of the ring and travel together and do things together, you get some affection for these people, and you can tell. I think it helps to work together even more.
Yeah,
you know. So
and I like it because they're all three of them are different, completely different characters.
Oh, yeah.
We have Sarah Logan as like a Viking looking girl. You know, what's her name? Liv Morgan is more of a crazy rebel girl.
Yeah.
You got Ruby Riott as a punk rocker. Yeah. You know, so it's you got three different characters that you can work with there, and they all mix together to become a.
It reminds me one time, my girl was, I don't know what she stuck out her tongue and it was blue, and she was like, "Who am I?" Because she every time we watch, she's like, does she always come out with the blue tongue? And I was like, yeah, she does.
Remember when she didn't?
I don't remember.
You remember?
No, I don't remember. I've always seen her with the blue tongue.
She didn't, but she didn't. She started doing the blue tongue, and I like it.
She sticks out her tongue like at least 2-3 times in a match.
Yeah,
you know. So
I like it. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. I'm glad that they showcased Ruby. Was it so hard to do that?
I don't know why they didn't do that on the pay-per-view.
That's the match that we should have had the pay-per-view. Yeah. The end. You know what I mean? But yeah, I thought it was a good match, and yeah, Raw.
I think Raw was it was decent.
Raw was. I enjoyed the main event. I thought the main event was fine.
Yeah, the main event.
I enjoyed the call ups. I thought the call ups matches were good. I really enjoyed it. Other than that, I think everything was forgettable. I didn't care about the Braun Strowman Corbin match too much, even though it was a better match, probably their best match. I still didn't care about it. Didn't care about the Lucha House Party and Kurt Hawkins.
You loved the Lucha House Party.
Oh God,
what are you talking about?
Didn't care about the Drew McIntyre Dean Ambrose. It was just a squash. It was just like,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Raw was
Yeah.
You know, I feel like SmackDown keeps whooping that ass.
Keep whooping that ass. So then we start off SmackDown with Shane McMahon, who walks to the ring, and then he video caps. He talks about Elimination Chamber, what happened, and then he also says that the NXT Call Ups are going to be there on SmackDown as well. But then you had The Miz come out and interrupt and kind of apologize to.
Yeah, I didn't watch this segment. I was driving home trying to get there. Oh, it was just that segment?
Yeah, it was just that segment. It was Miz apologizes and he says, "Hey, you have the power for a rematch. You know, I know we don't do automatic rematches, but you have the power for us to get a rematch because you're a McMahon." Yeah. The Usos come out. They kind of go back and forth, and then Shane's like, "Screw it, we're doing a rematch at Fastlane." So whatever.
So using his power.
So rematch at Fastlane, and then we get Aleister Black versus Andrade. Good match, dude.
Good match. We knew Aleister was gonna win, but it was a really good match.
You know what's funny is that you know who Aleister Black's wife is?
Who?
Zelina Vega.
For real?
Yeah. Zelina Vega is Aleister Black's wife.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a weird duo.
No, but that's what I keep telling you, though. I was like, dude. Because probably freaking Aleister Black's a sweetheart. That's why, dude. He's a sweetie. All right?
Probably.
Like I was saying, he seems like such a cool dude when I saw him on the podcast. So, yeah, they got married last year. I think they said last year, something like that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and and I just read today. Guess who Andrade is dating? You didn't read it today?
No, I didn't read it.
It just came out today.
I'm trying to think of who. Okay. Asuka.
No, that's a left field. No, that's not her. But that's quite a guess.
Who?
Charlotte Flair. My boy's trying to get them papers, bro.
Bro, that's such a weird pairing.
That is another weird pairing.
Because you want to know something? Charlotte Flair is like his height.
Is she?
He's 5'9", bro.
He's not 5'9". Isn't he a little taller than 5'9"?
No.
Let me see.
I think top's 5'10".
Andrade Cien Almas. 5'9". Holy smokes.
How do they communicate, bro? Because I understand his English is
well, English is the second language. That's for damn sure. Because he's from Mexico. He's from Durango. That's where my mom's from.
Yeah, he's from Durango.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. No, he can speak English.
How tall is Charlotte?
Oh, yeah, let me see how tall Charlotte is. Hang on, let's see.
Charlotte's tall.
Charlotte is tall. Charlotte Flair. Why did it go to Charlotte Ruse? 5'10". She's a little taller than him. If she wears heels, it's over.
That is so weird. That's a weird pairing.
That is definitely a weird pairing, but good for them, dude.
That's weird. That's funny.
That is funny. Yeah, I just saw it today. That where is it? Charlotte Flair and Andrade officially dating. I guess they've been dating for like a couple of weeks or something, but now it's like it just leaked out.
Official.
Yeah.
That
weird pairing though.
Dude, that's some. But hey, shout out to Andrade, man. Hey, best choice, bro. That's a money in the bank.
Oh hell no.
More opportunities. I see you.
Yeah, dude. Flair's son-in-law, maybe in the future. Yeah.
He's a great talent, so.
He is a great talent, though. But another rumor I heard about Andrade was that he is unhappy with WWE, though.
Because they're not doing much with him.
They're not doing shit with him. Yeah. What are they doing? They're not doing anything with him. They got to do something with him because he's great.
Yeah, because when you don't do something with a great talent like that, they're going to end up leaving.
Yeah, and I think that kind of goes to what we've been talking about, where they brought in more great talent. What are you going to do with all of them now? You know, you got Aleister Black, Andrade, Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, and Ricochet. And then you have, Sanity was up last year. Eric Young's a great talent.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of guys. Kofi's, now we're just realizing how good Kofi's always been. You know what I mean? So it's like, you got a lot of people that are just kind of like, I don't know. Whatever.
I feel the same way. Trust me. I'm just like,
yeah,
literally, bro.
Anyways, it was a good match between Aleister Black and Andrade.
Yeah, it was a very good match.
Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa defeat the Bar. Another good match, I thought.
Very good match. It's like right there.
Yeah.
They put him against some ex champions.
Yeah.
Very, very, very good talent. And why couldn't they do that in Raw?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so but that was a very good match. I thought it was dude, the height difference it's crazy between those two teams, bro.
Yeah. How tall is Johnny Gargano? I'm a big fan of Johnny Gargano mostly because he and his wife are like nerds. Oh. They're like into like comic book stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, that's me. And we're like the same age.
He's short though. He looks like he's like 5'8".
He's 5'10" according to Wikipedia.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah, he's 5'10" according to Wikipedia. How tall is
I think he's taller. The other guy's probably at least
Ciampa.
6 foot. He's at least 6 foot.
You think so?
Yeah.
I thought they were about the same. No, they're not the same size. 5'11". So close to 6 feet.
It's just that the Sheamus and Cesaro are just some big dudes.
Yeah, they are.
Sheamus is like 6'4", 6'5".
I think Sheamus is 6'5".
Yes, Cesaro's
like
a little
6'3".
shorter. Yeah, Cesaro's a little shorter.
Yeah, those guys are just big guys. But yeah, I thought it was a good match too.
It was a very good match, actually.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. So then Asuka says she's ready for a new challenge. So then she says she beat Charlotte, she beat Becky, she made Becky tap. Who's ready for Asuka? Then Mandy Rose interrupts and challenges Asuka to a match.
I thought it was for the title for some reason.
Oh, you thought I did?
I didn't see that, but this just gives to shout out to God's greatest creation.
God's greatest.
Dude, she's getting better. I'm not gonna lie.
She is. She has
her wrestling ability is gotten way better. Of course, she is I think she's a future champion as well.
I think so
and
too.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna get a title shot after beating Asuka, and I would not be surprised if they give her the belt.
I don't think they will. I don't think they should yet. I just think they were trying to build her up as someone who could maybe sneak a win, like she did. You know, she won. What was it with a roll up, right?
Yeah, because oh my God, what's the other girl's name?
Lacey Evans and DeVille.
DeVille.
Sonya Deville.
DeVille kind of distracted him and all this stuff that happened. So I get it, but that's how heels win.
Yeah,
that's literally how heels win.
But man, we haven't seen Asuka in like a month.
That's what I'm saying, and then she loses.
Weird.
This is what I'm telling you. Like, I don't understand what they're doing. Like, we don't see Asuka in I don't know how long. Comes up, she's just over here like, you know what? I beat this person. I'm the best. Blah blah blah. Which she is.
Yeah.
And then you have this girl technically as a come up. You know, she's coming up. She's getting better, and then she beats you. You know what? I have a feeling they're gonna do the same thing to R-Truth. Because where's R-Truth at?
It's true. Where the hell's he's the US
I'm very
champ.
sure he's gonna come back and somebody's gonna beat him.
Freaking weird, dude. Anyways, the match was decent, and we have our new number one contender, which is Mandy Rose.
Hey.
God's greatest creation. Ricochet defeated Eric Young when he landed the 630. I thought another solid match.
Yeah. Rick Young's the one from Sanity, right?
Yeah, Eric Young.
Yeah, Eric Young.
Eric Young. And then we get Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, and Kofi Kingston defeat Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, and Samoa Joe after Kofi Kingston hits the Trouble in Paradise and pins Bryan for the second week in a row. And then at the end of the show, it's announced that Daniel Bryan will defend the championship at Fastlane against Kofi Kingston. What did you think about that?
I thought the match was good, and of course we already knew. I knew that they were going to give it to Kingston.
Yeah,
just because I feel like the WWE is going with the hype.
Yeah,
of this underdog, this person's coming out and technically come out of nowhere when he's been there. Yeah, but I think it was cool, and I'm glad that they're giving Kofi the opportunity to at least go for the title. He has pinned the champion twice. I don't see him winning in Fastlane, but the way WWE's been lately, you never know. You never know. But I don't see it happening, but you never know. I thought SmackDown was great. I thought Raw was good. Raw was good. It was cool, but I like SmackDown better. It was a good week of wrestling. If you want to be completely honest with you, I just think it was crap crowds. Yeah. I thought Elimination Chamber, the crowd had its moments. The main event, they were hot, and that was great. But there was other matches where they were not hot. Raw, just it was an empty arena. And SmackDown was a little bit better with the crowd. I think New Orleans did a lot better than Lafayette. However you say it. If you can't even pronounce the city, I don't know how you say it. Where you're there. But yeah, man, I enjoyed this week in wrestling, to be honest with you. I think it was good. Yeah, I think the all 3 days was cool. I did like SmackDown better than Raw. I did too. But like I said, there's a lot of things going on. We don't really know the direction of them right now because WWE is pretty predictable, but lately it's just been a little weird. Like you said, there's a lot of things going on. Don't know where they're heading. Again, I'm excited for the NXT Call Ups. I just thought it was a bad idea. But it was too soon. It was too soon, and I don't know what they're going to do. I'm happy that they might have a program going into WrestleMania. That's cool. Yeah. But again, too soon, I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. We'll see in the upcoming weeks. Fastlane is actually early March, right?
Yes.
So we'll see, man. We'll see what ends up happening, if they're gonna keep bringing these people up, or if WWE decides to bring all NXT into Raw and SmackDown. Right. Wouldn't be surprised.
Anyways, you want to mention the whole Carmella and Corey Graves?
What happened to Corey Graves and Carmella? I guess there was this thing that happened. I guess Corey Graves' wife went on, I don't know if it was Twitter or Instagram, and just saying that he's been, I guess it was Texas in between them two or something. And something like I guess Corey Graves has been fooling around with Carmella, and unfortunately cheating on his wife with Carmella or whatever. But some rumor said that I guess Corey Graves told his wife that he would sue her if she wouldn't take those things off.
Really?
Because it can mess up his career.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Well, I think Corey Graves is just such a great commentator, and that's why they have him. Well,
let me put it this way: would it really mess up his career though? He didn't beat his wife.
That's true.
It's just a marital problems.
But think it like this. Do you remember? I could say remember. Okay. Do you remember Bray Wyatt?
Yes.
Where's he at?
Well, I don't know, but I don't think it had anything to do with him and JoJo. And
where's JoJo at too?
I do. That's true.
You know what I mean?
I guess I know what you mean.
It's just I think a lot of it's because
I just think those things are a coincidence.
But the thing is that I think the difference between Corey Graves is that he's not on camera the whole time. Yeah, he's just his voice. But I think he's such a great talent when it comes to his voice being a commentator. I think he's the best one there, and I think that's why they have him on both brands.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best.
But this whole situation, it sucks. It sucks, the situations. But I just think, in the type of work that they do, it's hard.
Oh, yeah, it's true. It's true. You're on the road, and some flirting may be going on. Unintentional flirting.
Very, very good-looking women. You know what I mean? You see these people almost every single day.
I saw a tweet, and what was the tweet? It was a tweet. Telling Renee Young, saying, hey, you know what? Corey Graves gives you all this shit about Dean Ambrose. Why don't you start giving him all this shit about his wife?
For real.
And about Carmella and so like that. I was like, oh, that'd be so hilarious if she just throws shade at him.
He announced them. He announced Carmella. It's like, I wonder how... Oh, bro. I was just like that.
He was really quiet during Carmella's entrance, though, in the Elimination Chamber. Yeah, he was quiet. And then he had to, okay, I need to get to work. We need to...
They probably told him something, too. Like, you need to talk,
move on. You guys are big boys. It
just sucks, because he has kids, and all that stuff. It really sucks,
Yeah, I agree. I think I think it sucks, but at the same time, they're adults.
Yeah.
It's whatever decision they decide to do. Apparently, they've been already separated, but maybe that's why they separated, because it might have been a relationship with Carmella and Graves going on for a while.
Why Carmella, bro? There's so many other ones that look way.
It would have made way more sense if it was Mandy, dude. If it was Mandy, I would have been like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
I would have been a little sad, but it's
off the
cool,
market, right?
Whatever, but it's it sucks that things like that happen, but you know what? He's not the first one that's happened to it. He's done things like you got Seth Rollins, you got Bray Wyatt, you got.
That's what I'm saying. Then
you know what I mean?
Nothing's gonna happen because it's not yes, it's drama and it's like, ooh, it's a soap opera, but it's not a legal, crazy legal thing. You know what I mean? I felt like maybe the Usos should have been more into trouble because he got a DUI and tried to square up with the cop.
Well, look at oh my God, what is his name? Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, he's been so much legal problems.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But I think WWE just pick and chooses and who they're gonna. Because look at Seth Rollins. They didn't do anything. You know what they didn't do? They ended up firing the girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think they fired the girl because they found racist stuff on her. Like they found Nazi stuff or stuff like that.
I feel like, so I don't know. I really don't know. It sucks, what the whole situation.
I just think those situations, whenever it comes to a couple separating, they don't require any intervention from WWE. At least that's what I think. I think that's personal problems, and I think that doesn't have anything to do with WWE.
It's just because it's
two adults, 3 adults in this case, and it's
just that nowadays everything goes on the internet.
Yeah.
And once it goes on the internet, it's there forever.
Yeah.
So
again, he didn't beat his wife.
Oh yeah.
It could have been worse.
It could have been worse. So but anyway, shout out to Corey Graves for hitting up Carmella and for show.
Anyways, That is it for us today, guys. Thank you for joining us on another episode of the Below Average Wrestling Podcast. Remember, we are live every Wednesday on YouTube Live at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can also catch us. I guess I'll put the outro song now, right? You can also catch us on Instagram and Twitter at TBAW Podcast. That is TBAW Podcast. Yeah, man. Anything else you want to say?
No, man. Quickly? I'm feeling a little better, so hopefully next week we'll be a little more.
Yeah, hopefully we're not sick next week.
We're a little more enthusiastic about everything we're talking about.
All right, Advil and what is it? Advil,
ibuprofen, some Mucinex. What else? And some vitamin C.
Was it Advil and rest, bitch? Or was it
something like that?
Something like that, right?
Oh right. Yeah, no. Some Advil and some rest, bitch.
That's what we're gonna end up doing. All right, guys. We'll catch you guys next week. Peace.